Welcome to UFly UAS Tutorials. In this beginner-friendly step-by-step guide, I will show you how to use the DJI Mini 4 Pro for drone construction progress monitoring. Drone construction progress monitoring is transforming the way projects are documented, tracked, and reported. With the right workflow, even a compact consumer drone can deliver consistent, high-quality visuals that rival far more expensive enterprise solutions. In this tutorial, you'll learn how to use a DJI Mini series drone to capture repeatable aerial photos, videos, and 3D data for construction sites, without the need for a $10,000 enterprise platform or costly software subscriptions. We'll cover how contractors and project managers request progress reports, how to plan and fly consistent missions, and how to turn your data into professional deliverables that clients can rely on week after week. Whether you're a beginner drone pilot or looking to add a new revenue stream, this guide will show you how drone-based construction progress monitoring can help you generate real income, without spending money on expensive subscriptions or costly applications. Construction sites typically request drone progress flights on a weekly basis. Let's take a look at who is requesting this type of work. Commercial building construction projects, mid-rise and high-rise developments, infrastructure projects, roads, bridges, and utilities. Projects involving lenders or investors. Why does a weekly schedule work? Because it aligns with project management meetings. It captures visible construction milestones such as concrete pours, steel installation, and framing. It makes it easy to compare progress week over week. This frequency has become the industry standard for construction progress monitoring. For this project, all I need to do is capture photos and videos and nothing else. I'm going to show you just how simple construction progress monitoring can be. Once you complete a few of these jobs, the process becomes easy and straightforward. And the best part is, you don't need a $10,000 drone to handle work like this. Everything can be done with the mini drone you're flying right now. Now that the Mini 4 Pro is in the air, let's take a moment to assess the construction site and identify the tallest structures in the area. This step is important so that, when we perform an orbit to capture photos or videos, we maintain a safe altitude, at least 10 to 20 feet above the tallest structure. From what I can see, there are only two buildings we need to be concerned about. The first step is to fly over to this building and position the drone directly above it. This allows me to confirm that, when I begin the orbit, I can safely clear the structure without any risk. Now that I'm above the tallest structure, I'm going to note my current altitude. This ensures that, as long as I maintain this altitude, the drone will remain at a safe clearance from any surrounding tall structures at the construction site. You can see that I tilted the gimbal downward to scan the building for any potential antennas or obstructions. Everything looks clear, so I'm confident setting the drone at this altitude. Now that the drone is set up and we're ready to create our first orbit to capture video, I like to use point of interest feature of these mini drones because it makes creating smooth, consistent orbits very easy. The first thing I usually do is run a test orbit. I fly one full orbit around the construction site to make sure I'm capturing every angle. This way, when the client reviews the video, they can clearly see the construction progress from all perspectives. I always do this test first, and once I'm satisfied with how everything looks, I hit record. The goal is to make sure the entire structure stays centered in the frame throughout the orbit. Start by drawing a square in the middle of the construction site. This will activate Spotlight. Next to Spotlight, on the right side, you'll see Point of Interest. Go ahead and click on it. Then set the orbit speed to the fastest option. This will be a test orbit just to see how things look first before we hit record. You might notice me making small adjustments here and there. That's usually because the drone may be a little too close and I need to move it back slightly. That's completely normal. Now that I've seen the orbit and everything looks good, I'm happy with it. Now I switch the camera from Auto Mode over to Pro Mode. Now I'm going to adjust the camera settings. I always start with white balance. I set it to auto first, then I turn auto off to lock it in place. I'm shooting in the normal color profile because with construction sites, there's no need for anything cinematic. The client is focused on progress, not colors or creative looks. I make sure I'm recording in 4K at 30 frames per second, so they get the best possible image quality. Then I do the same thing with ISO and shutter speed. I set them to auto, turn auto off, and lock those settings in. Once everything is set, I simply hit record and let the orbit run. Once the orbit is complete, I simply stop the recording. At this point, the video for the client is complete. The next step is to capture photos of the construction site. I usually take these angled photos from each corner of the site. This step essentially completes your drone construction progress report. Now, if you know you're going to be coming back every week for an extended period of time, I'll show you how to set up an orbit waypoint mission. That way, you can simply hit record or capture photos each visit, and even create a 3D model. Let's go ahead and jump into that. If you'd like to support the channel and help it grow, click the three dots, select Thanks, and choose your contribution. Any amount, no matter how small, is truly appreciated. If you found this helpful, please support the channel by subscribing, and don't forget to hit the like button. It truly helps the channel grow. One important thing you should know about the DJI Mini 4 Pro is that you cannot use Active Track, Spotlight, or Point of Interest together with the Timeshot option, like you can on the DJI Mini 5 Pro. This limitation was also pointed out in the comments by JPL 507, as you can see here. To work around this limitation, the first thing we're going to do is turn Active Track off. We already know the altitude we need to be at, so that part is taken care of. Now, go ahead and tap Waypoint Mission. Then press the C1 button on the bottom left of the controller to create our first waypoint. Next, switch your controller from normal mode over to Sim mode. This gives you much smoother control while flying. That way, when we manually fly the orbit and create additional waypoints, you'll have better precision and smoother movements throughout the orbit. Now that we've created our first waypoint and we're in Cine mode, let's start flying an orbit around the construction site. As you move around the site, drop additional waypoints by pressing the C1 button on the back of your controller every 2 seconds. You do this by counting 1, 2. The 2 symbolizes the C1 button as you drop the waypoint. Since we're not changing altitude, all you need to focus on is keeping the construction site centered in the frame while smoothly flying the orbit and placing waypoints along the way. Take your time with this part. Don't rush the process. Focus on being as smooth as possible. You're not changing altitude. You're simply flying a clean orbit around the structure while dropping waypoints as you go. This creates a repeatable flight path you can use every time you return to this site. As you get close to completing the orbit, make sure you add a few extra waypoints. This creates a clean overlap and helps ensure a smooth, consistent flight path. Now that we've completed our orbit waypoint mission, this is a good time to save it. Go ahead and click the note icon. Then, in the waypoint list, select Save. Choose Save again to use the DJI naming convention. Hit back to return to the main window. Now we can go ahead and set a point of interest in the middle of the construction site. With the point of interest, we can force all the waypoints to continuously face that point, while the drone flies the orbit. Select Point of Interest, then fly the drone to the middle of the construction site. Once you're there, press the C1 button on the back of the controller to drop the point of interest. Just make sure it's positioned in the center of the structure. This is coming together beautifully. So ask yourself this: why pay for a subscription or spend money on additional apps when you can do all of this directly from the controller? Every tool you need is already built into this drone, and it's all available for free. Now let's adjust the necessary settings for the point of interest to make sure all of the waypoints are forced to look at it. You do this by clicking on the point of interest waypoint. Once you select it, you'll see 2 options. One lets you set the altitude of the point of interest, and the other lets you link the waypoints you've already created. The first thing we're going to adjust is the altitude of the point of interest. I usually recommend setting it around 19 to 20 feet, but depending on your location and the structure, you can always set it a little lower or higher. Once you've set the height, go ahead and click Apply to All and click OK. Next, select Link Waypoints and then simply click Select All. All the waypoints will turn yellow color, indicating that they are all now linked to the point of interest. This is a good time to save all of our work so we don't lose anything we've done so far. Make sure all of the waypoints changes are saved. Now let's review all of the waypoint settings to make sure everything looks correct. The camera action should be set to none. When it's set to none, you have full control. You can manually hit record for video, or switch your camera to Timeshot, set it to 5-second intervals, and capture images for something like a 3D model. Just make sure that Apply to All is already selected. Next, confirm that the altitude remains consistent and that it safely clears the tallest structure in the area. Once that's verified, go ahead and click Apply to All and click OK. Next, set your global speed to around 3 miles per hour. This slower speed gives you better overlap, especially if you're using this flight path to capture images for a 3D model in Timeshot Mode. You can leave the rest of the settings at their default values. You can hit back and click on any waypoint to continue checking your settings. We've already set the point of interest, and we've linked all of the waypoints to it. That means every waypoint is now forced to face that point of interest. The same applies to the gimbal tilt. It will remain consistent and locked onto that focal point throughout the orbit. Just make sure that Apply to All is already selected. Now, the next time you return to the construction site, tap the waypoint icon, then click the notepad icon. Load your saved orbit waypoint mission, tap Next, and then press Go. The drone will automatically begin the orbit mission. Before starting, just make sure your camera settings are properly configured so you're getting the best possible image quality. At this point, you can pause the mission. Switch your camera settings from Auto to Pro mode. Start with the white balance. Set it to Auto first, then turn Auto off to lock it in place. We are shooting in 4K 30 FPS with normal profile. Next, do the same with your ISO and shutter speed. Tap on the screen to close the camera settings. Press Record, then hit play, and let the drone do the magic. Now you have a fully repeatable flight path. The next time you come back to the site, all you need to do is adjust your camera settings and press Go. If you want to capture time-shot photos, for example, to recreate a 3D model, simply switch from video mode over to photo. Then select Timeshot, set it to 5-second intervals, and choose 48-megapixel photos. After that, tap Next, press Go. Once the drone is in position and ready to begin, press the 5-second interval shot button, and let the drone fly the orbit while automatically capturing interval shots. Those images can then be used to generate your 3D model. If you find that you need to create multiple waypoint orbit missions at different heights, I'm going to show you a simple little hack that allows you to accomplish this easily. All you have to do is tap the waypoint icon, then click the notepad to open your mission history. You'll see your saved orbit mission there. Simply tap Save, then choose Save As. This will create a duplicate of the exact same mission. Now, select the duplicated mission and load it. Click on any waypoint, adjust the altitude, then click Apply to All, and save the mission. Just like that, you now have the exact same orbit mission, but at a different elevation. You can repeat this process as many times as needed, especially if you're capturing multiple height passes to recreate a detailed 3D model of a structure. You now have the knowledge to use your DJI Mini drone to perform repeatable construction site work, providing professional drone construction progress reports without spending thousands of dollars on an enterprise drone or subscriptions or expensive apps that drain your wallet. This is by far one of the easiest side jobs you can do with your drone. If you already know how to capture clean videos and sharp photos, you're already ahead of the game. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. And go ahead and watch one of these 2 videos next, so you can continue learning and growing in this field. Thank you for watching.